Well, hello everyone. Hold on, let's get all this set up. Okay, here we are. Let's see who's around. Good to see a live stream, random one as always. 8:03 p.m. 8:03 p.m. Eastern Time. Thursday night. Let's do it. Let's see if anyone is in the neighborhood and wants to come on and do a little chatteroo. Get you guys caught up. Here we go. Julio, what's going on, buddy? Intimidation. How you doing? It's good to see folks are around Thursday night. I know some West Coast folks are just getting out of work, probably 5 o'clock over there. Hub, how you doing, bud? Whoever hit the thumbs up already, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Raul, what's up, man? Nothing much on this end. Had a little time, figured I'd do a live stream, you know? It's kind of how I got to do it. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Okay, there's quite a few of you around. That's good to know. Later time usually is what people prefer, so here we go. Fred of North Carolina, enjoy you, bro. Yeah, I enjoy you, man. Anyone named Intimidation, I like. Damien, what's going on? Did you get new tires yet? No, we're going to talk about that at some point. There's been so many different things people have been saying as far as tires go. Eric, how you doing, buddy? Derek is here. What's good? Welcome back to the Pro Club. Congrats again. Yes, very happy to be back. I should probably be wearing that Pro hat. I have no idea where it is right now. But yes, very happy to be back under the TRD Pro banner. 4 p.m. in Alaska. All right. Wow, very early there. It's good. Damien says, Bordentown, New Jersey. Nice. Fellow New Jerseyan. Alva, what's going on? Jay, how you doing? Tam, hello. Michael Lopes. Oh, my goodness. Mike, we're losing hockey here, buddy. This coronavirus thing's freaking everybody out. And now, like, the entire hockey season is on timeout. And NBA's on timeout. Yeah, Raymond just said, no hockey. It's blowing my mind. Of course, I bought tickets for a game in April. So hope that comes back by then, but it's not looking like it. Congrats on the new truck. 22 says, thank you very much, pal. I appreciate it. Kinnison, good evening to you as well, sir. How are you? Very sad I want to watch the Bruins. Well, the Bruins aren't really good, so there's other teams out there, although the Islanders are on a 7-game losing streak right now. CLD Towing. What's that, Jordan? How are you acclimating back to the Pro Club? Enjoying it thoroughly. Thoroughly. I didn't realize how much I missed it. It's good to be back. I love that truck with all my heart and soul. I ain't even going to lie to you. Tony is in, hi Tony, Toronto, Canada. So we got Canada represented right there over Hulk Hogan, which is America. LMAO is right. B, what's going on? Did you ever say if you bought or leased this Tundra? This Tundra is a lease, my friends. This Tundra, I should clear up two things right now. This Tundra is a lease, and it will be with me for probably the next 20 months or so. And then when the next gen comes out, that's kind of my calculation, the next gen will be the next vehicle for this channel. This is a truck that will be in between the Platinum Pro and the next gen Tundra. That is what we're doing with it. And just so people know, this is another thing I wanted to tell you. I've been reading the comments. You know, I did a video called Why. So it was basically why I got out of the Platinum Pro and into something else, okay? And you should go check out that video for all the reasons, because those are all the reasons. But one of the things people kept saying is the reason I got out of my Platinum is because the lease was up. The lease was, I still have 3 months left on the lease as of right now if I still had it. And I never turn in a vehicle under the leases up thing. I trade it back in. You have options at the end of a lease, and you have options within the lease. If you're somebody who doesn't like leasing, I know there's so many people out there who don't care for it. You can trade it in just like any other vehicle. So that's what was done with the Platinum Pro. It was traded in. It was not an end of lease thing. All right? Two totally different things there. But this one is a lease. And yes, I will have no problem getting out of it in roughly 20 months. The TRD Pros hold their value really well. So I don't have an issue with that. But I do love leasing. I am a leasing guy. But got to remember this too. Some of the things that I do might not be some of the things you want to do. So leasing works for me probably more or less along the lines of I have a Tundra channel here, right? So every once in a while you got to update into the newest stuff. The 2017 was great. I love that truck to death, don't get me wrong. But in 2018 they came out with Toyota Safety Sense and a new gauge cluster in the Tundra. And then in 2020 they came out with a new infotainment screen. The new N-Tune is on it, Apple CarPlay. There's a lot of things that I was missing out on by doing just the Platinum Pro for 3 years. We did all that supercharged stuff and everything for that, and now it turns out that my salesman actually ended up buying my Platinum Pro at the dealership I traded it into. So we kind of still have the Platinum Pro within reach to keep up with how everything is going on there. So I kind of really scored here because we still can check out the Supercharger long-term stuff, and we have this new one to try out all of this new technology that's available on these Tundras. But yes, to go back to the the beginning of your question, this truck will be around until roughly November 2021. That's my guess, unless I get really rich and a ton of subscribers to where I can afford both, because I really like this truck a lot. All right, here we go. Gil says, I feel so left out in my Platinum now. Kings make it better though. Platinum's awesome. Don't think I don't like the Platinum trim. Platinum trim is amazing, amazing, amazing. You literally get every single thing you possibly can on the Tundra. So nothing wrong with Platinum. Would I ever go back to a Platinum? Absolutely, absolutely. Did you see the new? Hi, Diver. Did you see the new Toyo AT3 I posted on your Facebook? I did. They're very nice. Very, very nice. I'm a big Toyo guy. I used to have the mud terrain ones. They were great. Still love my Devils. Well, the Devils are playing great hockey lately. 2020 Toyota Tundra towing. It depends what you get. I believe my TRD Pro is rated at 9,200. A two-wheel drive SR is like 11,000. Something like that. You suck for getting heated seats. Why not on the 19? I don't know. It's crazy because the 2020 Pro is, I feel like it's built more on a limited platform. I don't feel like I've lost anything, I'll be honest with you. Rick, what's going on, buddy? How's Oregon treating you? Tony says, love the color. The color of the truck is unbelievable, gotta be honest. What kind of tires have you decided on? I have not decided on any tires yet because you guys are throwing so many ideas at me right now, so I'm trying to get caught up on all those. I will tell you the two leaders at the moment are the Wild Peaks, the Falcon ones that everybody keeps talking about, and the Nittos. Ridge Grapplers are the two that I would say are leading the pack. Definitely the Falcons, and Nitto has a little competition right next to it, including the BFG KO2s, which I already had on the other truck. Some want the KM3, I think they're called. There's a bunch of tires being thrown at me right now, but those Wild Peaks keep showing up. Tori, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Can't wait to get out of my Tacoma and back into a Tundra, go into the dealership to try and see what happens. Not a fan of your Tacoma still, huh? You lost your butt on all the parts you lost. Supercharger for one, but I understand what you're doing. I explained it in the why video. It's different for me. It's different for me. And I don't want to keep saying that, but with the channel, everything's a little bit different. So it's like a business expense almost when you buy these parts and put them on the truck to test them out and show you guys the thing. And like I said, some parts were bought, some were heavily discounted, and some were free. So, you know, pay it forward, man. It's the type of person I am. Paying it forward to the next guy. DV says, what's going on, buddy? Good evening, folks. Been a long time. We miss you. Welcome back. How you doing? Thoughts on the Bronco? I had a 68. I might need to pick one up. I actually think they did really good on the Bronco. They kept that classic look of it with a more modern setup. I'm a fan of it, though. I don't dislike it at all. By the way, if you're new, welcome aboard TundraDude34. Love having you. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know every time I do these random live streams like right now. Also, where's everybody coming from tonight? Where are you in the world? Go. Is anybody having any issues with this whole coronavirus quarantine potential thing? I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, DV says, 40 watching, only 12 likes. Let's hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, DV. Very nice. If I were to lease, couldn't I buy it at the end of the lease if I didn't want to let it go? Absolutely could. You have plenty of options at the end of a lease. 100%. BFG KM3, thank you very much. You regret putting all that money into the TRD Pro? Not at all, man. Or excuse me, the Platinum Pro? No, I don't. Because the Platinum Pro was the Platinum Pro project. So that money went into it for a purpose. And don't forget, as a YouTube guy, there's revenue that comes off that video back to me, you know? So you're kind of spending money to make money in a way. And like I said, the way I'm doing it with all of these trucks, okay? So I'll tell you right now, if you're on this live stream right now, here's a little secret for you. At the end of the TRD Pro, it's going to go back to whatever dealership, and then you can buy that one. What I want to do long term, the Platinum Pro was the first of many what I want to do. I want to take a truck, I want to build it up to the way I like it, and then have one of you fans end up getting that truck. That's my ultimate goal. That's what I want to do. But, you know, we're not there yet, but maybe one day. But as far as money going into it, no, it's money well spent. I have no problem doing that. So, no regrets at all. No regrets at all. Tam B, yes, you can buy at the end of your lease or start fresh with a new one. Yes, yes. M, what's going on? We'll say MH. How you doing? How much did you pay for your TRD 2020? It was MSRP, and I believe it was $55,600. Don't quote me, but it was right around that. Am I getting a cold air intake? I've been thinking about it. I don't know which one I want to get, but it's crossed my mind a little bit. I'm not really in any rush to do modifications, to be honest with you. A couple little things here and there, but the truck's really awesome, and I like it the way it is, and I kind of want to enjoy what's in the driveway before I go crazy. This one, I will tell you a little heads up. It's not going to be a heavily modified truck. We're not going to do insane things to it. The whole point of getting this was to have something close to stock to you guys, so we could talk about, you know, the 5.7, the way it is, mess with some fuel mileage numbers, some road trips, things like that. So there's not going to be heavy modifications done to it like with the Platinum. No siree Bob on that one. Tony says, love my 2015 Tundra Crew Max Limited, 89,000 kilometers. Not bad, brother. Hey, man, you got to love what you got. If you can't be with the one you want, love the one you're with, right? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Jordan is in North Dakota. Hold on one sec. All right. Tewksbury is saying hi, guys. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Just checking in to say hi. Hi, Travis. How you doing? Frank's here. Whoa. Frank, if you don't know, Frank GT was my salesman for the 2016 TRD Pro, the FRS, and the 2017 Platinum. Frank's a good dude. We miss you, Frankie boy. We miss you. That would have been your sale there. Tommy, what's going on? Benson, North Carolina. Good to know. Chris, what's going on, buddy? Hi, TundraDude34. Love the new truck. Congrats. Thank you very much. I love it as well. Spring Lake City, Utah. Welcome aboard, Tori, of course. DV's in North Carolina. Originally from, I almost said North Carolina again. New York City. All right, cool. Went shopping today. Nightmare out there. Yep. We just got back from food shopping right now, but we have a secret of the pros around here. So if you go Seaside, obviously you guys probably don't know the area, but Seaside is on a barrier island, and there is a Acme food store over there that no one seems to go to. Score. Did you get the Toyota app working for your remote start? Travis, I'll be honest with you. I have my first day off Saturday. So on Saturday and Sunday, I plan to get all of that stuff working. I still have nothing in the truck. That's my own personal stuff, except for a phone charger, like a wire phone charger. But other than that, I got nothing in there, dude. I really got to, go into the bags that I took out of the Platinum and find all of my normal stuff. I haven't done anything. I just work every single day. Jim says, hi, Mark from Minnesota. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jim. How you doing, buddy? Airy truck topper for the new Pro would be nice. I don't know. People aren't feeling that too much from Tori. Kevin's in Arizona. He says, no regrets. That's respectable. I am not kidding you one bit. No regrets whatsoever. Like I said, we had a great time with the Platinum Pro. Great time. And like I said, it potentially could still be on the channel from time to time because I know where the truck went. But, it was time to move on to something else. No big deal. It happens. Being in a Tundra is where I want to be. Whatever trim it is what it is. It was cool to be able to get my hands on, a specialty one like the Army Green TRD Pro, especially being a longtime Tundra enthusiast. This is number 6 for me. So, yeah, TRD Pro to me is something special because I'm a longtime fan, but I still love the 1794 is still my favorite. Mark, how's the new audio system in the 2020? It actually is very good. It's JBL, and it sounds way better than my old JBL. And I don't know why, but with the windows down, it holds its sound great. I don't have to turn it all the way up. So far, so good. I'm really blown away by the small little things that they fixed in the 2020. And like I said, coming from a 2017. So in 2020, especially like the new gauge cluster that's 2018 and up, love it. Love it. Love the options in the screen. Love looking at the Toyota Safety Sense options. Everything about that, seeing the tire pressure for each individual tire is cool. I love the setup they got going on in there. Push button start, fits right into the dash, looks good, works flawlessly. It's only been a week, but everything seems cool with that. The new screen, the new N-Tune, all of that is way better than the old one. I didn't care for that old N-Tune. This one looks a lot more up to date. Seems like the backup camera, at least, you know, when you put it into reverse on the screen, looks like a little more high resolution. You got a lot more options on this Entune. But yeah, the stereo system sounds great. Just absolutely no regrets, folks. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And I really thought I would have a lot of regrets going in from a Platinum, which is fully loaded, to a TRD Pro, where the TRD Pro actually being per se built on a limited platform now, heated seats, I got the heated seats. I didn't really lose much. I lost blind spot monitoring and the backup sensors, which, you know, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You know, I learned how to drive the real way. I didn't need the nannies, so I can still look over my shoulder, no problem, no big deal. You know, I lost a couple things here and there. The heated and cooled seats, I got the heated seats. I lost the perforated leather, but I like this leather better. I like a stiff seat. I got a bad lower back lately, and the leather that's in this, like the more rugged leather, it just feels better on my back. Lifted, no, there won't be any lifting, at least for now. Shopping is brutal, just like the stock market got beat up bad last 2 days. Yeah, stock market's going to hurt for a little while. It's a shame. If anybody is signing on that wasn't here when we asked before, first off, hello. If you're not subscribed, hit the button. Hang out with us a little while. Ask any questions you may have. We are all here to help. And also, let us know where you're from. Where are you coming from today if you didn't answer that question before? Just waiting for the redesigned Tundra and lower MPG. We are totally waiting on the redesigned Tundra, and I'm very much looking forward to that. But I'm very much looking forward to working with this truck until we get the next generation for sure. Dr. Leo, what's going on? What was the remote start sequence you used? So you hit lock twice, and then on the third one, hold it down until you see the light sequence. You'll see the hazard lights flash a little bit, and then you're good. Should be good. John says he's in Lowell, Massachusetts. Hi, John. I got the Goodyear 285 65 18 no lift. You love them? You like them? All good? All gravy? So what's the way you want it set up? Big tires maybe? I'm playing around with that. Yep, it needs some tires. But I'm in no rush. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy with modifications on this one. I'm just going to have some fun with it. You know, it came a certain way, and that's how I'm going to enjoy it. But tires are something I would like. I feel like that's the missing ingredient to the look. But these tires aren't bad either, so I don't know what I'm going to do as far as time goes. But I'm letting you guys pick the tires, and we can go from there. It's going to end up being those Wild Peaks, I think, because they have a lot of love from people. Did you get the email about the Trail Edition? No. Maybe. What did you say? Lately, I've been getting emails to the point where I can't keep up at all. I had a couple sponsor emails that I almost missed. So, yeah, I really apologize for that. MH says, 2020 TRD, I'm looking at the Army Green MSRP, $57,199. How much do you think it would be a fair price for that vehicle? How much discount you think I could get? A lot of these dealerships, they're not discounting the pros. A lot of them are mandated to not go under MSRP. So just heads up on that. You might just get MSRP. But there's still dealerships out there asking for $10,000, $8,000 to $10,000 over MSRP. So, but yeah, you could give it a whirl. You could try to ask for like $1,000 off. There are no incentives on the TRD Pros. And that's across the board for TRD Pros, not just the Tundra. But there's no incentives available. Tommy says, my son Owen says hello as well. He is 4, starting him out young. Owen, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? I hope you own a sweet Tundra one day, pal. It's good to see you. Thanks for watching, bud. Tommy and Owen. Good men. 303 says, hey from Colorado. Hi, Moto. How you doing? Is the Goodyear Wrangler Ultra Terrain on your radar for tires? It's a discount tire exclusive. Looks good. It was not. No one's actually mentioned that yet, I don't think. There might have been a couple, but I will definitely check them out now. Do me a favor, if you don't mind. I'm sorry to be a pain. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Just email me the name of those tires so I remember to look later. Mike says, do you know if it's possible to add the blind spot? It's possible to add it aftermarket. You'd have to go find a place that does it. That's going to be, I don't think they do it at Toyota, but I'm not sure. But there's definitely aftermarket places out there. I know around me there's a place called, I think it's Auto Action. They do all the stuff like that. Gene, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Travis says, I meant that my 2020 TRD Pro came with the Toyota app. Dealer set it up when I bought it 3 weeks ago so I can use my phone for... Yeah, I didn't even set that up yet. I didn't even do that yet. I have the app, but I don't know if I need a newer app. I got to figure it all out. 619, how you doing, buddy? Checking in from San Diego. Hope probably sunny and beautiful in San Diego. Rob, what's going on? It's been a while. Hope your life is going good. It's going all right, bro. It's going all right. Congrats on the new truck. Thank you very much, bud. Hope all is well on your end as well. I said well twice there. I'm tired. I guess I'm never getting those shocks from you. I guess not, bro. You got your own now, right? I ordered the snug top canopy for my Army Green. I'll let you know how it looks. Don't just let me know how it looks. Send me some pictures because I'm going to want to see how that looks. Troy, what's going on? Did you keep your tonneau cover off the Platinum Pro to put on your 2020 Pro? No. I literally gave every single part that I had for that truck with the truck. So whoever the owner was going to be, they would get everything. The only thing I kept was a supercharged by Magnuson license plate frame. That's the only thing that came off the truck. Well, not really, because this has been off the truck for a while. We still have that. But overall, excuse me. New gauge cluster is definitely a step up. I agree. I really like it. Really, really like it. And those rigid industry fog lights are amazing. Just saying. They have Army Green Pro sitting at my local dealership. Has me thinking. Just do it, bro. Don't think about it. It's just money. It's just half of a house payment, right? Sea Diver says I have about 5K in upgrades to my 2019 Pro Tundra with under 4K miles, and it is paid off. I sold my toy hauler and thinking about trading it for a 2021 Pro 4Runner. Do it, man. Why not? So you're saying you're going to trade your Pro Tundra for a Pro 4Runner? I've actually seen that done quite a bit. So I'm interested to see what you think about it if you do it. Oh man, I'm way behind. I just realized that. Hub says, dealer gave me a 2020 Camry while my 2019 Tundra was serviced. Backup camera was so much better. Is it the camera or the head unit, do you think? I think it's more the head unit. I know the Camry has a way better one. Don't the lines move in the Camry? I think it's the head unit. Intimidation says, share this video, guys. Let's drum up some subscribers. Well, I appreciate you there. Thank you very much, Intimidation. TRD Pro is the Tundra. It's the looks 99% of Tundra owners want. That's the reason for modification, says Sam. I mean, like I said, the TRD Pro is an awesome trim, but the good news is, and I always say this, so remember this if you're new to this game, the best thing about the Tundra, and the high five I give to Mike Swears and Toyota, is that the Tundra, all of them are pretty much the same truck. So you can build your truck into a TRD Pro per se. It's not like the Ford F-150 and the Raptor. The Raptor is on just a different plane altogether. You know what I'm saying? It's a different frame, and everything on it. The body's wider, all that stuff. So with an F-150, it's completely different. With the TRD Pro, it's on the same setup as the Tundra, the regular Tundra. So you can build it any way you want and have the same exact thing if you really had the money to do it. Rock and roll, So you got to give a little bit of love for Toyota for doing it that way. Because they get criticized for that. Some people feel that the TRD Pro isn't different enough. But I think they did the right thing for the amount of vehicles they sell a year as far as the Tundra goes. They gave you something that people wanted, but they didn't go too crazy where it's a specific kind of person. Like, even if you're someone who doesn't go desert running, you still like the truck. It's not like you're going to buy a long travel suspension vehicle or something like a Raptor that's in a different realm. You're actually buying something that is a regular Tundra with a little bit more suspension on it, but it looks cool. You know what I mean? I think they're smart for that. Dan E. Hi, Dan. 27570 R18 Ridge Grapplers. Yep, just put them on yesterday. Send me a picture, bro, because I'm in the market, and the Ridge Grapplers are one of the ones everybody seems to like, so we like that. Quo, what's going on? I always mess your name up. I apologize if I do. Are you ever going to have a subscriber meetup? I'm willing to drive from Minnesota. Yeah, we will. We'll do it around, I figured 25,000 would be a good one to do it. And I really got to figure out where to do it because so many of you are stretched out all over the United States, Canada. And I have a lot of subscribers in Australia and some in Europe too. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. A lot of Canada. I had to figure that out. Overlanding Tundra, how you doing? What's up, guys? I run General Grabber X3, but I obviously push it to the max. Dude, rock and roll. Overlanding, do me a favor. We do the fan feature. Send me pictures, 15 to 20 pictures of your truck doing some overlanding, and then a small write-up on some of the things you've done to your truck. I would love to do a video on that. That goes for all of you. We do the fan feature if you're new to the channel. You can send me pictures, TundraDude34@gmail.com, and a small write-up on where you're from, what you've done to the truck, how many miles, what you plan to do to it, and we will make a video. If you go onto the channel, which you are on here right now, and after this live stream, go check out playlists and hit TD34 fan feature, and you can see that playlist of all the ones we've done so far. I'd love to have each and every one of you on there, so don't be afraid to hit me up, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Felt like I could be a radio announcer there. That was good and quick and to the point. Dan E says no TRD Pro Tundra for 2021. Still not confirmed yet, but I'm torn. I'm starting to think no. Any supercharger and air intake? I'm potentially doing an air intake. I'm not doing a supercharger on this truck. No siree, Bob. We got rid of the supercharger. One of the reasons was we're gonna do more of a broader. We're going to take care of more of the broader range of viewers by having what they have, which is the 5.7 liter iForce V8 naturally aspirated. Dwayne, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. You look happy. I mean, you're all caps. John says, Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack. Love them. Mud, snow, all good. All right. Everyone, that's now the second time. It's now the second time in this thing, or in this live stream, that people said that. I'll have to look at that. Like this later time for the live, better for me. Yeah, anytime I can do it. I'm sorry, Sean. Anytime I could do it, I try to get one in. But yeah, I figured you guys would like this a little bit more because it's later. MH, I got mine up here in North Dakota for $53K. It does help when you buy a 2019 TRD Pro 4Runner and RAV4 in the past 7 months, but ask around for sure. Yeah, there might be a dealership ready to do what they got to do to make a deal. Tuke says, I think the Trail Edition should have the TRD suspension. Not all the Pro features, just the suspension to be a trail. Oh, that one. Yes, yes, yes. Email Mike Swears for me. I will do that. I will see what he says about that one. I would buy one if they did that. That makes sense, especially if they're not going to have the Pro, but we don't know that yet. Do you know who bought the Platinum Pro? Yes, I do. It turned out to be my salesman that bought the Platinum Pro. So that was pretty interesting. He hit me up the other day and was like, yo, I bought your truck. And I had a feeling he was going to do that because when he was test driving it with, when I was turning it in, he has a Platinum already. He had a 2014 with like 150,000 miles on it. And he was in love. I never thought he would buy the thing though. It's pretty crazy. How do you take care of your Platinum, or how did you take care of your Platinum Pro? I mean, it looks flawless with no body chips from road gravel. I don't even know. In the summertime, I'll be very honest with you, Kevin. In the wintertime, it never got any love as far as washing. I mean, I would do a once over, but in the summertime, I would wash it pretty often and give it a good wax and stuff like that. But in the winter, it was neglected quite a bit just because there was so much road salt on the ground. So I would probably wash it once a month in the winter. But in the summer, it was like a once a week deal, just keeping it as nice as humanly possible. But yeah. I have RT Toyo tires. I don't know. To me, they're kind of gimmicky, but that's two-wheel drive for you. It's all good. Rob Yoda, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Good to see you. Gatherer of information. How are you, pal? Greetings from Taco Palenque? I don't know if that's right. Great tacos, yum. So, how does the new Tundra feel on the road? That is, feels smooth, tastes great. Oh, yes. Dude, the Fox, and this is just 1 week of driving, so this may change. It's brand new. The Fox suspension is pretty impressive to me. I feel like I like the Fox TRD Pro suspension more than the Bilstein. The Bilstein one did feel a little, not rough, not jittery, but a little bumpy. Like you felt everything. This thing glides over the road, no problem. Doesn't matter how bad the road is. So far, so good with this Fox TRD Pro suspension. Big fan. Raptor, what's going on? How you doing? Did a viewer buy your Platinum Pro? I've checked the dealer's website and I've never seen it. It was up there for a short period of time, and then my salesman ended up buying it. Rob Yoda says, TD, nice new truck like the green. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I like it as well. And Dwayne has donated $10 to the channel. Dwayne, you're a good man. I appreciate it. If you're the #1 fan, I'm happy about it. Thank you very much. I very, very much appreciate that. You know where that's going to. Right back into the channel like all the other dollars. Excuse me. So there's a ban on crowds over 250 in some areas. This thing is nuts. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. Just be safe out there. You know, maybe they're overthinking it a little bit, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. So we'll see. They're going to shut down all the schools in New Jersey next week. I have a feeling that's coming. The Raptor is a dream. The Raptor's a great dream. Yeah. Cliff, what's going on, buddy? This question may have already been asked, but how big is the difference between supercharged and not? I made a video on this, I think, yesterday's video. It's called What's Up with the 5.7, and I'm not kidding. The 5.7 feels completely different than, and we'll get to the supercharger in a minute. I've had 6 Tundras. 5 of them had 5.7 liter engines in it. This one feels better than all of them put together. This one feels like it's got a little pep in its step, like they changed some of the mapping or the ECU was upgraded. Something is different with this engine that makes me feel like it's got way more output, way more responsive, and it makes me not miss the supercharger that much at all because the truck really moves. Doesn't feel sluggish, doesn't get lost in gears. Everything is good so far, and I'm not kidding. Somebody told me I was just doing that to make a video. Dude, why would I even come up with that just to make a video? That was, it's just a different feel. I'm excited to drive the truck. When I got my 2017, I think I said this in the video. When I got my 2017 before we supercharged it, I felt like it was a little bit sluggish feeling. It felt heavy. This one does not feel heavy at all. This one feels like when you put the tow haul mode button on, but the tow haul mode button is not on. It's not like super, jumpy like that. It just has a nice smooth run through the 6 gears, and it's powerful. It always has some power sitting there waiting, and I think that's awesome. Couldn't be happier. Just curious, do they make the 2020 TRD? Yes, they do. 2020 TRD Pro and I call it MGM, Mag Gray. Magnetic Gray Metallic. Yes, they do. Yes, yes. I actually saw one in one of my last dealership videos. They had one. Excuse me. Later all dinner time. All right, be good, be safe. There's another guy with a YouTube channel that has an Army Green Pro with the Nittos. Awesome looking setup. I've seen that. Yes, he also has a TRD Pro 4Runner as well. Yes, yes. YouTuber Untamed has the identical Tundra. Yeah, that's the guy. He mounted 295/70 18 grappler tires on TRD wheels. No rubbing issue. I like it. I like it. I probably won't do those tires then if there's already somebody out there with those tires. I don't want to rub on anybody's shoulder there, Do my own thing. Fortnite, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? So how much did the Platinum Pro go for? That is a good question. I'd have to pull out the paperwork for it. It was paid off and then a little more. We'll do a video on it because there is something I want to talk about to help any of you guys out when it comes to, Tori, you read my mind, nice, when it comes to trading in a heavily modified vehicle. Something y'all need to know. Kaleo? No. Kaleo, we're going with it. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Green TRD Pro, awesome dude, thank you. Will you put another supercharger and will you change the exhaust to the one you had before? No on each. We're going to do 5.7 naturally aspirated to work with the broader range of the viewers and fans and owners this time around. Exhaust-wise, I'm more than happy with this TRD dual exhaust. This thing sounds better than my old TRD dual exhaust. So I'm telling you, there's small changes that were made and we're not knowing anything about it. It's been a while since I liked a video. Hey, that's not nice. Tundra Dude, did you see the pics of the double cab Army Green TRD Pro I sent you via Instagram? Yes, I picked it up end of the month trading in, or you pick it up end of the month trading in my 2017. Congratulations, that's a big one. I will tell you this, when the truck was coming, now I told you the whole story, how this happened within 24 hours when I got this truck. Kind of happened out of nowhere, but before I, saw anything, I was actually on the website looking to see if they had any of the double cab TRD Pro, because that was something I was considering as well. But I'm glad I got the Crew Max, for sure. Raptor says, nice. Any news on payload capacity with the new redesigned Tundra? No, nothing yet. A Tundra, never sluggish. I don't know, it had a weird, that 2017 I think it was because I was coming from so many double cabs to a Crew Max. It just didn't feel like it had any get up and go. It felt like almost like something was wrong. But then after a while, I got used to it and everything. This will be a short visit. Camper Mike, you're here, and that's all that matters. That's the commendable part of this, my friend. Rob says, I don't think the motor's different because I'm curious to see if the vehicle gross weight has changed. I'm wondering if it's changed and the power to weight ratio is different. That could be. That could be. But there's something different, Rob Yoda. This is not in my head. There's something very, very different. And all these Tundras that I get to drive through press vehicles and the owning 6 of them, there's something different about this one. And it's here's another reason why I think it's not just me. Because I had a 2020 1794 press vehicle a month ago, and that one felt like the 5.7 had some juice to it as well. I don't know. That's why I'm starting to think there was something with the mapping or ECU or some kind of upgrade was given, because it feels completely different than last year. Wonder if they can change the tune on the older trucks. Like mine was more responsive. Yeah, do it. Sam, exactly what I was thinking. Cliff says the difference between this 5.7 may be the fact it's a TRD Pro and may have an exclusive tune for that model. Negative. Big negative on that one, Ghost Rider. Same engine, but I'm thinking it's a 2020 thing. Like I said, the 1794 also felt insane. Do you ever plan on using the pedal commander on your truck? It must be nuts. I just don't feel like it's necessary. That's my thing. Truck puts out plenty of power for my lifestyle. I don't need to go extremely crazy or anything. You know, you throw a cold air intake on there, it helps with the sound in the engine bay, maybe a little more throttle response, but that's probably it. I don't know. Now the virus is affecting hockey. Don't mess with my hockey. Exactly, it's crazy. Jonathan, what's going on? Hey, how are you? I finally bought a 2016 SR5 Crew Max Tundra, and yes, it was my first Tundra, and I'm very happy to own one finally. Welcome aboard, my good man. It's good to have you. Finally owning one. You've been part of this channel for so long. It's good to see that you finally have one. Ram 2500 versus Ram 3500 versus the Ram 1500. I like the 1500. I like the Rebel. ML says, just got my Rock Warrior, or a Rock Warrior, loving it. ML, I'm going to tell you something right now. The Rock Warrior is my favorite package ever offered on the Tundra. We'll even call it a trim. It's not a trim, but we'll call it a trim. I don't know why, but that Rock Warrior is something I should have bought when it was out. I absolutely loved it. So congratulations. That's a very good win for you right there. Ali G says, no dealership will install the Magnuson Supercharger on a Tundra in Dallas. 5-Star Ford has its own performance division at their dealership, just like Brownlee Ford in Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, I had to look around a little bit for mine, but I was able to get it done with my salesman there, Frank Ford. His master tech at his dealership had no problem with it. Most importantly, your neighbors are happy with this exhaust. This is true. It is a lot less violent when you cold start it, so they are very happy. Manny says, hey, Mark, congrats on the new truck. Thank you very much, Manny. I appreciate it, buddy. Dwayne says, I made quite a few modifications to my Tundra. Do you have any advice before I trade it in? Don't want to be lowballed. Modifications aren't going to do much for you. But, I mean, you could do the thing that some people do and take all your modifications off and sell them. Or you could just bite it. When you buy modifications, and all 65 of you, 66 now, watching this should listen very carefully here if you don't know this. When you buy modifications, never buy them thinking you're going to get anything back from them. Buy them because you want them. Because at trade-in time, none of that matters to these dealers. All they do is they pull up your VIN, and whatever's listed under that VIN, original equipment, is what they care about. So just an FYI, because I don't want to see you guys get annoyed with a dealer, but they don't really care about a lot of these modifications. And some can hurt you. So be mindful of that. You're doing it for you and not for later on. Cool? Hoff, what's going on? First half of the live stream. Love my 2020. Response is great. No difference after 5,000 miles. I'll wait to see if there's ever a degrade in power with more miles. Hey, man, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm feeling you on that one. I'm so impressed with the 2020. It's unbelievable. No joke. Eric says, any news on the fuel pump recalls? I've looked mine up and got a negatory. So I should have said this. I think I said this in the first video. I should have repeated it in the second video. Apparently, it's not every single Tundra that's whatever. I think, what was it, 2018 and 2019? I can't remember the years. It's just certain ones, certain VINs. So I would just keep checking. I've heard some people checked and saw that their VIN was part of it, and a lot of people have checked and saw their VIN was not part of it. So you'll get a letter in the mail if you're part of it. That's usually how they do it. Or you'll get some communication from Toyota telling you what to do next. But it is not everybody. Cliff says, I have a pedal commander. You can definitely tell the difference. The response is great. Rock and roll. Rafe, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Long time no see. Manny says, hey, what do you think of this part? What's the part? Let me know what the part is. I need to know what we're talking about. ML says, thanks for commenting. Dude, thanks for commenting to you, bro. Kelly says, does all the 2020 Tundras come with remote start? Do you use that feature all the time? I think it's a cool feature. I'm not much of a remote start guy, but on the super cold mornings, I would do it to warm it up if there was snow on the vehicle or something. Helps loosen it up before I have to go out there and get all the snow off the vehicle. But overall, not every day. I don't know if it comes with all 2020 Tundras. I'm kind of confused by that because it wasn't listed at all on my window sticker, and it was in there anyway. And no one said anything to me. Dwayne says, I have a set of Rock Warrior wheels that I placed on my 2017. An amazing wheel. The forged wheels look great. Johnny, what's up? Are you still going to get your wife a 4Runner? Yep, absolutely, whenever she's ready. She doesn't seem to want to get rid of that CRV right now, but when she's ready, we'll go look. Waiting on her. If it was my decision, she'd already have one, but, you know, she's, I think that's why we get along, so I kind of need her. I'll put it that way, because I have no problem spending money. But she's very frugal and only wants to spend when needed, so we work for each other really well because of that. So, but I'll keep you updated, of course. Raz says, my 2016 Tundra TRD Pro due for trade-in. Waiting patiently for new redesigned Tundra. All right, good. 20 or so more months. So you got a little bit time left. Enjoy that TRD Pro, though. Tori says, I second your opinion on the Rock Warrior Mark. Nearly bought one when I got mine. Sometimes wish I had. Yep. I missed out on one, too. I feel you. It was the flex fuel ones getting recalled, I thought. Non-flex fuel not affected? Yes, but it's not all the flex fuel. It's a cold start issue, and apparently it's just certain VINs. But if you have any problems or any questions, contact Toyota directly, because they know a lot more about it than I do. Fortnite said, yeah, I ended up doing so much to my 12 Tundra, traded in for the 17, and didn't get extra for any modification. Got 29,000, so that was awesome, but they sold it for like 35. That's right around the range. Rafe is stressed out over here in VA. Okay. Well, I hope not too stressed. Dwayne says, Tundra Dude, what vehicle do you think your dad will get next? I'm thinking a Tacoma. That's my guess. I don't know. It's up to him. For the folks signing on, welcome. It's good to see you. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit notification bell so you know every time I put up a video or a live stream like this, which we do 5 to 7 a week. And I mean that, a video or a live stream. It's good to have you. Don't be afraid to say hello and tell us where you're from. Michael says, have your neighbors noticed if the new truck is quieter? No one's really said much at all. My one neighbor, who I'm very close with, was like, oh, another one. Got a new one, huh? That's what they say to me. They're like, oh, another one, you know. Because I get the press vehicles coming in every once in a while. So people are like, you get a new car? I'm like, no, press vehicle. But you can tell when I back it into the driveway a certain way, my neighbor knew right away that it was mine. Tewksbury Driver says, Cement TRD Pro is my favorite. I shouldn't have bought one, or I should have bought one back in the day when they were new. That's why I want the Trail Edition to have the TRD suspension, no brainer. Big mistake if Toyota doesn't do that. Now let me ask you this. Excuse me. Why don't you consider putting the suspension on? Like buy the truck and buy the suspension and have them do it right at the sales point. You know what I mean? Hoff says, do we know if anyone has bought the Tundra Dude Platinum yet? Yes. I really hope someone from the channel gets it. My salesman ended up buying it, which still makes me laugh that he ended up buying that. I guess he really did like it. But he was a subscriber on the channel anyway, so best of both worlds. And also, Hoff, I said this earlier, probably before you signed on, it'll be cool because now we could still have the supercharge reliability long-term videos and stuff like that, and we could go check out the Platinum Pro every once in a while and see how it's doing. Jimmy, I missed you too, bud. Welcome back. Best wishes for your mom. Hope all is well. Quick mom update for you. She's home from the hospital, and I think she has to go back to the doctor tomorrow. This is the chemo doctor, and they start that process back up again because she had to do this whole another thing at the hospital. So now we're back on track, hopefully, and hopefully she gets rid of this cancer ASAP. So for all you praying out there, I appreciate you very much. John said, hi John, just bought my second Tundra, just got a 2015 Crew Max Limited Sunset Bronze, great color by the way. Been addicted to your channel and the info you're putting out there for the modifications. Appreciate it, man. John, I appreciate you watching. Sunset Bronze was a great choice, amazing color, and thank you very much for being here and your kind words, of course. And I'm happy to help because that's the whole point. It's fun to talk about this stuff. So if one person is happy, then I'm happy. But thank you very much for being here. Don't be afraid to send some pictures. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Love to see the truck. Rafe says, yeah, can't get my vehicle until VA gets their stuff straight. They got to figure this thing out. Figure it out quick. Took said to the Hoff, the salesman bought it, never made it to the sales lot. I think it did make it to the sales lot. They had it listed on the website for sale. I actually put it up on all my social medias to try to get you guys to buy it. How do you like truck without a rear sway bar? I actually like it, RB. I like it a lot. It doesn't sway bad. In the turns, it's kind of fun because you kind of get a little body roll. It's nothing crazy. Tundra Dude, you should do a product feature video on the Avalon TRD or Camry TRD. I'd love to. I would love to. We shall see. Jacob, what's going on, pal? Michael says, how much of a heads up do you get before you get a press vehicle, and do you know what your next press vehicle will be? Also, have any manufacturers beside Toyota ever approached you about a review? So I'll explain two quick things to you how press vehicles work. Number one, it's usually, I'll know roughly a month to 3 weeks before I get a vehicle. Sometimes I have a choice of a vehicle. Sometimes it's like, hey, we got this, do you want it? As far as did other brands ever reach out, I could have did Hyundai and Genesis, which I think they're awesome, but I mean, they don't really do much for the Tundra image. And the other brands probably won't reach out because I am a Toyota channel. So what could I do for their brand? They would look at me, and I could do a lot for their brand just because I'd like to go out there and truly non-biased do a review on their truck. But unfortunately, right now, my Tundra name scares them away. But all I want to do is test drive Toyotas anyway, so it's cool. With the new redesign, are you planning on testing the V6 turbo or hybrid motor Tundra? Testing? I'd like to test both. If you're making me pick one, I want to do that V6 turbo first. Peter says, so when the 2022 comes out, will you fall in love with it? Will you trade in the TRD Pro? The plan is to trade in the TRD Pro for the next gen. There will be a next gen on this channel the minute it comes out. No doubt about it. There's no hiding that. I never wanted people to think that this purchase meant no Pro. Or no next gen. This was something I did to modernize to what is available now for owners or potential owners that want to know about today's Tundra in a naturally aspirated 5.7 liter versus a super modified, supercharged Platinum. That was the goal. This is kind of a fill truck, just to do for now and be able to catch everybody up on some stuff. If the channel's making enough revenue and I could have the TRD Pro and the new one, I'll do it. But realistically, that's not going to happen. And, we're going to get the next gen. We have to. It's a Tundra channel. I got to keep it up. It's a Tundra channel, which is one of the main reasons why I got the TRD Pro, the 2020, because I wanted to start playing with all the modern technology in it. Thank you. Mark, what kind of work do you do, says Tommy. I am a logistics manager, so I pretty much run a team that unloads trucks. Hands-on, very hands-on. For the last 18 years, I've been doing that. I like hands-on stuff like that. Antonio says, heard from another channel saying that the new gen might have a manual transmission. Have you heard anything of that sort? Hope your mom is doing well. TD34 just joined right now. What did I miss? Not much, Antonio. I'm just talking Tundras here, buddy. I've heard this manual transmission thing a couple times, but I've never heard it from any sources that I would make a video on yet, if that makes sense. It came out of nowhere, and if it's true, that's crazy. But I don't know. I don't know. If I'm a betting man, I would say no to the manual transmission. Everyone's going away from manuals. I don't see the benefit of a manual going into a Tundra, but there's a few of us that would love it. But overall, as a business, I don't know. I don't know if that would make a lot of sense. So we shall see. Peter says, nice, okay. Does a Pro have a lower tow rating versus a non-Pro? I think the Pro is at 9,200, which fits right in there with, like, I would not say the lowest, but the lower of the numbers. The suspension is not great for towing. I mean, you could do some with it, but you don't want to get up into the higher range with it, I wouldn't think. Yeah, lower tow rating due to the Fox suspension. There you go. B. Thank you. Hey, Mark, congratulations on the new truck. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for all your likes on the other social media platforms. Good man. Tewksbury said, I called my local dealer, and they said it would be very expensive to have them install the suspension. Needs to come from the factory with it, in my opinion. Trail Edition needs to come with it or an option. That would be nice. Does the TRD Pro have the towing package with tow haul mode and brake controller? Yes, Christopher, my friend, it does. Absolutely. All 5.7s have the tow package now. Even the TRD Pro. And 9,200 pounds respectable. It could tow a boat. It could do what it's got to do. Ugh. Oh, man, I actually caught up on some of my... oh, no, I didn't. Did you add Arthur Fleck on Facebook? I don't know. Did Arthur Fleck ask to be added on Facebook? Exactly, Mark. Regarding modifications, the dealer will add their mods to the original equipment and increase the selling price. They give you diddly for your modifications. It's pure BS. That's the truth, man. I'm telling you. It's no joke. No joke at all. Modifications should be done for your own benefit, for your own enjoyment, for your needs, not for any value at the end, because you won't get much, if any. Just something you should know. They care about the original equipment on the vehicle. That's it. Excuse me. I got a weird throat tonight. Oh, well. But we got, what do we got? Oh, hold on. I lifted my Pro. Love it. Haters gonna hate. Hey, man. Enjoy it. No problem. Do your thing. John Peter said, the first time I saw your video on the tow haul button, I went and tried it out. Wish I had recorded my reaction. Just about drove off a bridge. Be careful out there. Tow haul mode button gets people a little wacky sometimes. Are you getting used to that hood scoop? Okay. I like the hood scoop, dude. I know it's fake. I know it's fake, but I like it. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I'm used to it as far as like the sight line, the point of view when driving. But I really like it. I'm not kidding. I like the look of it. Man, I don't know. I dig it. Coronavirus, oh, no, really. No joke. No, I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I grew up swimming in the Hudson River. My immune system is pretty gangster. So, just curious. Did you ever try the Platinum Pro with the tow haul mode, engage with it with the supercharger? I hope you did it at least once. I did do it, but it didn't have the same effect that it had when it was just the naturally aspirated 5.7. The supercharger and the tow haul, it kind of weirded out with the mapping as far as, you know how the tow haul mode changes the way your transmission shifts and when it shifts? So does the tune from the supercharger, so it was kind of confusing each other. It was weird. It was a little weird. Are you still going to walk dealerships on Sundays? Yeah, probably not every Sunday, but Sundays for sure. Do you like the dealership walks? Give me a hand. If you like the dealership walks and you want to see more of them, throw the hand up. I like the hood scoop too. I'm about to add the updated Pro headlights and grill and really thinking about doing the scoop. I like the look, man. I like it. I know it's fake and that does suck, but it really does add to the front of the truck. That scoop sucks going up hills off-road. See, Z-Diver really uses this Pro the way it's supposed to be used. So, Dwayne says, where are we at on picking tires? I figured I would give it until the weekend, maybe till the end of the weekend, just to get everybody's votes in. But There's a clear leader right now, so we shall see. All right, so everybody likes the... Wait, Doug, what's going on, pal? How you doing? Snuck in there on me. Everybody seems to like the dealership walks, and I really like doing them because I do them anyway when there's no camera. So I will definitely continue that. They're fun. It's just good to look at cars, good to look at trucks, you know? If you guys ever want anything more than a Toyota dealership walk, I'd be happy to give you that too. Just let me know. Because I'm surrounded by a good area of dealerships. I hope you do 35s. I don't think there'll be 35s. I'll probably do... I'm torn. I'm torn between a few. I might go 285, 70, 18. I was thinking about the 295, 70, 18, but I'm not sure. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Mark, you must live in a very low crime area. Have those beautiful rigs in an open driveway without any problems is remarkable. I live in a school zone, which helps a lot. And it is a decent area. It's not bad. Ed, what's going on, pal? Hi, Mark. I like the new truck and just wanted you to know that I've been pulling my 8,000-pound trailer with no issues, and it feels like the truck isn't struggling. Good to know, Ed. That's good stuff. 8,000 pounds is very respectable. Very, very cool. What do you got in that trailer at 8,000 pounds? That's cool, man. What kind of trim do you have? What trim Tundra? Oof. We got about roughly 4 minutes to go. So if you have any questions, now's the time. Fire it out there. Would love to hear what else you got to say tonight. Like I said, travel trailer, double cab, TRD 4x4, rock and roll. Okay, so I think your tow rating is around 10,200. But don't quote me. It's right around there. So that's really good. Dealership walks rule. Thank you, kind sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. B says, 295-70s look awesome. I can send you a picture of mine with the Nitto Ridge Grapplers to see if you like the look. Please do so. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Really need to see. Can you do me a favor, B? Even if it's not today, if you have to go take more pictures, can you give me a few different shots, like the side profile, and then give me a little offset shot? Help me out. 10,300. Okay, well, I owe you 10 push-ups for messing that up. Yeah, 295-70s definitely look great. I'm pretty sure you don't need any modifications done to the suspension or the trim pieces or anything like that to fit. So I'm into that. That'll probably be the answer. Dominic says, hi, thanks for the channel. I have the 2020 Pro as well, 285-70 R18, and no rubbing issues. Okay, see? Dominic, my man right there. 285-70 was what I was thinking of as well. One question, where the hell is Carl? He's around the wall here. I had a NASCAR party for the Daytona 500, and he was over there, and I just forgot to bring him back. Do you need him? Do you want me to get him? Would you say the grab handle install is top 5 favorite modifications you've done? I love the grab handle install. I love the grab handle, but the install was very simple. Yes, I'll give it a top 5 in there. Definitely give it a top 5. I'm trying to think of what my favorite install was. It sucks because way back in the day, I installed, all in one day on a 2014 TRD double cab SR5, I installed a TRD dual exhaust, a TRD rear sway bar, and a TRD cold air intake, all in one shot, one day, no lift, no jacks, 90 degrees out. That was a good modification day. Yes, sir, we'll do by this weekend. Thank you very much, B. My friend just bought a 2014 Limited TRD 4x4 double cab, and my 2018 feels stronger. There you go. I think $180 for a grab handle is crazy, and it's ridiculous they removed it. Yeah, I agree with both of those statements. Definitely shouldn't have been removed. Because you should see me trying to get into this truck. I'm still reaching for the grab handle that was there on the Platinum. That is now not there on my TRD Pro. And sometimes I fall in the truck, and it looks kind of weird. Always need Carl. Yes, we do. I promise Carl will be back next time. Hood scoop looks good. Small tires just need to go. TRD skipped leg day with those small tires. I agree with you on that one a little bit. I definitely feel where you're coming from. Yep. That's why the first thing I said we need to do is tires. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I'm going to end up getting a heavier tire, and then all of the wow, this 5.7 feels great feeling is going to go away. And I'm scared of that. But I don't know. But it looks like we're going to wrap this thing up, folks. I thank you very much for tuning in tonight. It was a good hour. I'm glad I came on. A lot going on, but you know, you got to stop and say hello to the boys every once in a while. So like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, check out all of the playlists, because I put all my videos into playlists to make it easy on everyone. But it was good seeing you tonight. Dwayne, thank you for the $10 donation. That's very cool of you. We will put it right back into the channel like always, of course. But until next time, you know the deal. And if you're on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook, TundraDude34. And if you need anything, TundraDude34@gmail.com. If you want to send me pictures of your truck, you know the whole deal. Anyway, have a good night. Thanks for being here. Take care. We'll see you later.